So we're back again with yet again another episode of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. In the last episode, I got the Master Sword, the Blade of Evil's Bane, the one thing that can banish evil from this entire place, the ocean, right? Uh, anyway, but in this episode, it's going to be some major, basic quest stuff. It's going to be pretty boring for this specific episode, especially those who've played Wind Waker already, but I will say that it's pretty much guaranteed that in the episode after this, it will be major collectible getting, so have no fears at all. But for now, I will be getting this letter out of the way since I'm pretty sure it's Link's grandma because she hasn't checked up on us in a while. Yep, I know. Give me your money, Grandma. Even though I don't really want it, you deserve to keep it all. Support yourself and your family. 20 rupees that I didn't really want, but still, I'm not selfish like that, don't worry. So, the fact that we're going to be going straight to the Forsaken Fortress to go rescue Errol is that I have the luxury of being able to warp, which is just great. So, about this, though, is I want to say something about this warping sequence, because the Forsaken Fortress is at A1, the top left. But if I warp at B2 like this, it will put me at an island called Mother and Child Isle. If I go there, I will not be able to sail out and get to the fortress. If I go to C3, which is Tingle Island, I will be put as close as possible so I can get to there with ease. Yep, the Forsaken Fortress always did have that luxury of just changing broad daylight all the way to evening time because of all thanks to that curse that Ganondorf is residing up there, but hey, we're here. No problem at all. And by the way, about this fish, I don't actually have to feed him. He's already fed. This place is already marked on our sea chart, so that's one less thing we have to worry about. So, but going on over here, and wow, the frame rate dropped because of these bombs out here. Holy crap. Anyway, just one shot of a bomb and we're good, and I was on the verge of taking blows to the face with bombs, holy crap. But, hey, we're here. We are here. Ganon has likely been made aware of our little incursion already. But you have the Master Sword. That sword shall shine in the darkness, casting back evil. With it in your hands, none can keep you from rescuing your sister. Do not be afraid. Yeah, I won't be afraid at all, but anyway, what I am going to do here is, I know that I got soup in the last episode, but I know that I'm going to waste it here as well, but there's a mechanic that I want to show that's pretty funny, actually. Notice how my sword is all powerful now, but if you take a hit of damage, your sword is no longer glowing, so it's that, and I don't want to have the sword at full power because I want to make this battle last for what I'm about to do. So, going on over here, you want to have your Picto Box ready because this is a missable figurine, although there are multiple times we're going to fight this battle, so I just want to get the picture over with, so here we go. Let's get ready to rumble, boys. Anyway, yep, welcome to Phantom Ganon. He is quite an evil being. Wow. Yep, but I can use the sword like that, or what you can do is, because of the fact that you have an empty bottle, what you can use it for is to knock back the ball. I don't know if this is like a programming error or something, but the fact that it works on him is just the most funny thing to me. It's ridiculous. And there we go. First battle with Phantom Ganon down. New chest? I wonder what lies within. Gimme. We got the Skull Hammer. This mighty hammer can break things and pound obstacles into the ground. Some enemies even get stunned with the shockwaves it causes when you pound the ground with it. Yeah, I kind of thought so, but... However, that's... What we're going to be using it for is pretty funny, actually, because if you take out your Skull Hammer and hit these mini-blends with it... Yep, batter up, boys. I like Major League Baseball, because why not? I was going to say that I was going to play like an Alex Rodriguez role, but he was the role of a catcher, so... Not even going to say anything about that. Anyway, going on up over here, this is pretty much a repeat of the first visit of Forsaken Fortress, but, yeah, but if you go on up here, and also, speaking of, if I bust out my grapple hook right here, I can get more joy pendants from these bokoblins running the searchlights. Yay, they serve as a few more collectibles for the future, even though I'm not going to do it right now, but anyway. Give me your joy pendant and perish. There we go. Pretty simple, right? Also, here's a little baby shortcut that I'm going to point out here. If you go over here and set the wind to the east, you can leaf pump somewhere without having to go down an extra door and have to waste time and all. You don't have to do this, but hey, I like the luxury of just not having to do an extra thing, so it's great. And if I can grab this ladder, that'd be really great as well. There we go. Perfect. I did it. Come here, bokoblin. Give me your joy pendant and perish. Yay. And 2 searchlights down. So, one extra thing that I was going to bring up is the fact that there's an extra chest on the bottommost floor of Forsaken Fortress. It's like 10 rupees. It's very, very, like... It doesn't make sense to get it, but it's one less chest that I want to see on the map, so... I'll be back in just a second. So, by the way, one extra thing that I want to point out, or a couple extra things that I want to point out in this room is see these rats running around with bombs? I'm sorry, voice crack. But those are bomb chews. They're apparently bomb chews in Wind Waker, pretty much. So, rats with bombs that explode are just bomb chews, although they reoccur in Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, so they reoccur here. And also, second thing is, this enemy here, new introduction, is called a Floor Master. And they will also recur, so have no worries. That will not be the first and last time. Well, that is the first, but not the last time that I'll be seeing that enemy in particular. But anyway, getting these joy pendant skull necklaces from these moblins, we can now move on. And this is the chest that I was talking about. But in this room as well will be a moblin statue on the wall. And if you get close, it will pretty much shoot a laser beam at you, like Lady Godiva. But... Anyway, this is not a Queen reference, but anyway, get that chest. I know it's very shabby to have, but one less chest that I get to see on the map is one step closer to joy. Anyway, and yeah, on this ledge, I can pretty much bust out the leaf, and if I can grab that ledge right in front of me, that'd be pretty sick. Yep, there we go. Busting out the skull hammer again, I can get through here and take some damage, but anyway, I will be going right back to where I was, and yeah, we're gonna get the third searchlight and head off to the roof. Here is where we must be, so up and beyond, there is the final searchlight up in here, and also this is the one that I have to get because when I climb up the ladder, notice, it's shining up pretty high, meaning that it's gonna be blocking my way over there, so if I try to sidle across that wall, the fortress is going to bombard me with bombs and mini-blends, and that's just not what I want. So I'm getting this searchlight. I have to, so. Give me your joy pendant and perish. Yay. He's dead. Hopping back down, and let's continue on with the journey. Yep, there's another statue of a moblin on the wall. I ate my vegetables, Mom. Leave me alone. Anyway. The moblin said it can go past it as long as I just ate my vegetables, anyway. These moblins in here are pretty beneficial because of the fact that I can just kill them. Well, you don't have to kill them, but you can actually reset this room, or any room that has moblins in it, and get their skull necklaces. Did I say joy pendants earlier? I'm sorry if I did, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is go back out of this room and go back in it and get not 2 joy pendants, but 4 in total, so give me a second. Alright, I got what I needed, so I'm pretty much good for now. let's move on with the quest. I gotta say, the Forsaken Fortress is pretty much like a giant stealth mission on your first visit, and when you get to this place on your second time, which is now, it's pretty much a party. You can just party all you want with the fact that you have the Master Sword, so great. And also, coming up in just a second, I could also change the wind direction, which will permit me to leaf bump across these voids and not have to sidle across these walls. That's good, but I think it's more beneficial just to sidle across them. It saves having to change the wind, so it's one less thing that you have to do. But if you think that it's going to help you out, just, I guess, go for it. But for me, I really see no shame in just doing this, so I'm doing this. And give me 1 second, I'm going to go ahead and sidle across this wall, and I'll get to Oblivion. Anyway, so, given that we just got across that wall, on the door that is just right in front of us, there is a switch, just being all lonesome here. Yep, I would have expected, like, maybe another, like, a couple of bokoblins to come and chase after us and, like, kind of battle here, but it's just a switch, so... Anyway, let's go in and serve justice, will us? Big brother. You're okay. I was worried.
Hi.
The cell won't open that easily. There you go, acting before you think as usual. I swear, do you even realize that we have to draw that monster bird off for you? It was about to come flying in here after you again. That sword. Where did you get that? Are you... Is it even possible? How could it be? Well, never mind about that. For now, we'll just take these girls. I'm sure their fathers back in town will pay a handsome reward for their return. I'm so sorry to interrupt such a heartwarming reunion. But, isn't there still something that you need to take care of? If you're worried about your sister, don't be. I'll promise I'll deliver her safely back to your little island. Normally, I'd expect a huge reward for something like this, but this time, it's my treat. Listen, Errol, your brother still has some things to take care of. Big, important, grown-up things. He'll be back soon, so you just wait nice and quiet until he returns, okay? But, big brother... Miss Tetra, we have to hurry. The bird will be here any second. Gonzo, excellent. You're just in time. Take this one for me. Huh? But she's... She's fine. Just do as you're told. See you later, Errol. LSP. We'll be back. I swear it. This boss is probably one of my most not first favorite, but second favorite because of the fact that you get to serve justice for everything that ever happened to Errol in this game, for her getting kidnapped, and you finally just get to take care of this being. Helmarok King is different because, it's kind of like non-traditional because Ganondorf has always followed around in the Zelda series, but Helmar King hasn't. He's kind of like a one-timer, but anyway, the fact that I just get to take care of a culprit just so easily and so just satisfyingly is just great. And if Yzma from the Emperor's New Groove were here, she would just clobber him with a hammer, I swear. And she will not be saving on postage anytime soon. I'm sorry, I had to make an Emperor's New Groove reference. Leave me alone. Anyway, you want to have your Pictobox ready for this area, because this is a missable figurine, so be very, very careful. This boss fight is so good that I'm not even going to talk during it. Take a listen. I know that I said I wasn't going to talk, but with the mask gone, we can finally serve justice to this god-awful being. Talk about satisfying. And a well-deserved heart container for all of our work. We now have 8 hearts. We are kicking it in the dirt. So, with all that said and done, the Forsaken Fortress is no more. Let's go ahead and get to the top. It's been a while, boy. You have done well to sneak into my fortress and wriggle your way all the way up here. I suppose the least I can do is commend you for your reckless courage. My name is Ganondorf, and I'm the master of the Forsaken Fortress. By the way, boy, when you drew that sword of yours out of its pedestal, did you by chance notice how all the monsters frozen in time down there suddenly became stirring again? Do you understand precisely what that means? I highly doubt you do. Foolish child. While that sword is indeed the blade of people's bane, at the same time, it has long played another role. You see, it is also a sort of key, a most wretched little key that has kept the seal on me and my magic intact. By withdrawing the blade, you have broken that seal. You cannot defeat me with a blade that does not sparkle with the power to repel evil, which you hold is useless. Go back to the world below and tell that to the pathetic fools who made this blade. Its power is gone, and its edges are dull. LSP, get up. Ugh, let me go. You pathetic little sea rat. My Triforce of Power is resonating. At long last, I have found you, Princess Zelda. What are you talking about? I don't know any Zelda. Feigning ignorance will gain you nothing. Tell me, if you are not Zelda, then why do you have this fragment of the Triforce? It is alright, LSP. She has merely lost consciousness. Your sister has escaped the Forsaken Fortress with the pirates. You can relax. She's safe now. Lord Valoo, you arrived a moment too soon. We are deeply grateful. I am aware of this. Yet I thought our first priority should be to separate these two from Ganon's grasp. LSP, I will explain things later. Now, we must return to the world beneath the sea. Ow. LSP, you're alright? What is this place? Hey, and Ganondorf, what happened to him? LSP, what are you doing? You must come now to the room where you got the Master Sword. Who is using that stone? Just who are you? LSP and I are the only ones who can speak through this stone. How dare you use what's not yours? Your name is Tetra, correct? You must come with LSP to see me at once. Well, don't you sound important. Fine, we're on our way. Just hold your horses, whoever you are. LSP, what are you waiting for? You heard the stone. You're supposed to show me how to get to where that voice is. All right, and with all of that said and done, before I end off this episode and call it here, there is a really, really easy to miss figurine to get here, so Tetra, as long as I speak, will no longer be gettable after this scene is over, so make sure you get her pictograph, okay? With that, we are pretty much going to call it here, so in the next episode, we're going to introduce Tetra to where that voice is in the Hyrule Castle. I think it's the king, but I could be wrong. Or am I? Anyway, with that, subscribe, like, comment, or anything else. And a peace out, everyone.